I think that this is a waste of time.
Let's talk about 2 of the new Wednesday Addams sets that will be releasing in October. Let's start with my favourite one of the 2, which is the Wednesday Addams figure set, which I think beautifully captures the essence of the iconic character with a delightful blend of detail and whimsy. This set allows you to build 2 versions of Wednesday, making it perfect for whichever mood strikes you. It perfectly mirrors her look from both the original series but also the recent adaptations, featuring her signature deadpan expression. To me, I think the hairpiece is thoughtfully designed and maintains a natural appearance while embracing LEGO's classic style of the blocky design. I think they've done a really good job at creating a natural hair look for her, which doesn't look too much like Lego, but Lego at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it does in my brain, and I really love what they've done here. 3 things I love about this set. Number 1 is her dress. I think the detailing is very, very simple. As you can see, it's just got some flowers. And the way it's actually crafted is very simple. You just make these pieces like this. They're all pinned on and stuck back down, and you get a ball gown style skirt, which, yeah, I think it's really creative, only using just Lego pieces. Number 2 is something that I did just speak about, but the way they've crafted her hair, I'm in love with. I think the actual hair design in real life looks very similar to the way that Lego's managed to do it, so well done to them. Number 3 is a detailing they've put on the sides here, just to create a whole Wednesday Addams theme scene for her is amazing. I think they've done a really good job at the details they have added. It doesn't look too crowded, but you get a whole picture of Wednesday Addams, who she is, the type of girl she is. I mean, you don't have to be a Wednesday Addams fan to know, so it's really good. Now let's talk about 3 not so greats in my opinion. I just want to start by saying this first one would be great if it wasn't designed for the purpose that it was designed for. So this set actually has drawers on the side. You pull out the front and the side pieces pull out, which is great because it means they don't go flying everywhere if a child's playing with it or they move it or whatever. However, the intended purpose of the side is to hold the spare Lego pieces for Wednesday Addams' other dress. That I'm not a fan of. I think it should be available for normal storage, which technically it is if you don't put those parts in there, but on the box its intended purpose is to hold the other spare pieces, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Now this next not so great, I don't know if it's just these new figures that they're bringing out or if this is an ongoing thing, as I've never built a mini doll set before, but I'm not a fan of the fact you can't move the arms. Like their hands don't move, they're stuck solid like that, which is a little annoying because on the Lego minifigures, for example, you can twist their hands so you can shape them how you need to hold things, whereas this is restricted to the shape that they've given you, so I'm not a fan of that. The final not so great in my opinion is the size of Thing. He is tiny. They have just used another hand, which those that know Wednesday Addams or the Addams family know that Thing is quite big. I get they've made a replica of the hand, Wednesday's hand. However, I wish they had done him just a little bit bigger. 1, to save you losing him because he does easily fall off. 2, just to really showcase Thing and the character that he is. So let's get into rating. Build rating, I give this set overall a 7 out of 10. I did really enjoy putting it together. It was really easy. It is a made for ages 10 plus. So you would expect it to be pretty simple to put together, but I think that holds enough detail too at the same time, so I love that part, which leads me on to design rating. I give the design a 8 out of 10. I think they've done really well. There's obviously a few other areas they could have improved in, but overall I think they've captured Wednesday Addams perfectly in such a small little display. Playability. This set you can't necessarily play with. I mean, you can move the drawers and you can move her dress around, but she is, I guess, made to be displayed like this. So playability, I would probably give a 5 out of 10. You can play with her, but there's nothing really, like she's stuck in this scene. So 5 out of 10 for that one. Sticker rating for this set, I give a 9 out of 10. There's not many stickers at all to go on her, and the ones that have been included I think are needed, such as the dress. You're not really going to use that print again, and the name up the top here. So I think they've done a really good job there. Now let's talk value for money on this set. I want to start by saying there are Technic sets, Icon sets, and Ninjago sets, all priced at $79.99 Australian dollars, which is the same price as this, that have around 100 to 200 less pieces. So I think this is doing really well, coming in at 11 cents per piece, roughly. I think you get a lot in this set as well compared to maybe some of the other sets out there for the same price point. So for me, this comes in value for money at 8 out of 10. Don't forget as well, you do get another dress change. You don't get another figure, but I mean, you could buy those parts and make 2 Wednesdays as well, because you do have the dress pieces there. Overall, I really love this set as a display piece. I think there is obviously a few downsides. However, overall, I think it is a really, really nice piece. Now let's talk about the Wednesday Addams and Enid dorm room, which in my experience, this was my first time building a mini dolls set, and I'm not completely sold on them yet, but perhaps I'll warm up after a few more builds. But both sets, this set and the one I just spoke about, are recommended for ages 10 plus. However, this one to me feels particularly suited for younger builders. One thing I did love about this build is how perfectly they have managed to execute both of their personalities and aesthetics using one side each of the dorm. So I love the pastels used for Enid and the dark tones used for Wednesday. I think the set perfectly captures who they are as people, which is great. And the other thing is that the dorm room is interactive, and so is the balcony that leads through this side, through the stained glass window. All of it is interactive play, which is great, which is another reason that I think it is well designed for 10-year-olds to use, not so much adults per se. And obviously all the furniture and stuff does move around, which is cool. Now let's move on to my 3 loves. Coming in at number 1 has to be the stained glass window. I absolutely love it in the series, and to see it executed perfectly in the Lego set is amazing. My number 2 is the under storage area, which features the other mini dolls. So you do get 2 mini dolls for each character. So I love that you can store them underneath here with other accessories as well. My final love of this set is the finer details they have added, like the gargoyles, as well as the cello and Wednesday's typewriter. I just think that these little things have really added to the scene and really help, I guess, shape who they are as people. Now on to the not so greats, in my opinion. Number 1, there's only 2 for this, but number 1 is Wednesday Addams' space. To me, it feels a bit cramped, and it makes it challenging to move her mini dolls to fit comfortably without rearranging the furniture. And number 2 is the play and display space is limited to the center of the room because of this, and the balcony, which can restrict creative setups in my opinion, especially if this set is designed for younger people. Overall, while this set personally isn't something that I would buy or spend my money on, I do think that it is a nice set and a nice choice for younger fans of Wednesday, and it allows them to play and engage, making it perfect for both display and play. And I think this set adds a touch of whimsy and spookiness to a collection. Now let's get into rating this set. Build rating for me comes in at a 7 out of 10. While I wasn't a fan of the set, I do believe that there are some really cool design areas used. However, it is also really simple at the same time. So for me, it's a 7 out of 10. Next is the design rating. For me, while there is some cool design features such as clicking the sides here and the front pop out, I do think it is quite simple for the rest of the design, and it is pretty straightforward. So for me, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Now I am going to have to rate playability for this set at a 7 out of 10, strictly because of the cramped style in the inside of the dorms. I think if that had been done a little bit better, seeing as this is a set that is meant to be played with, it would have a higher rating. But I think being limited strictly to the middle of the room and then the balcony does drop the rating on this. Now, sticker rating for this one does come in a bit higher at a 9 out of 10, as I think they've used stickers where required and not necessarily on things that they could have had printed. There is a few little areas such as the music sheet and things like that could have been printed tiles, but overall I think they've done a really good job at using stickers where it's essential for this set specifically. Now let's talk value for money. This set is priced at $129.99, which is about 17 cents a piece, which I think is pretty good for a set of this size. And seeing as you get 4 mini dolls as well, I think that's pretty good. Now let's do final ratings. Final rating for this one here is 8 out of 10. I would happily purchase this one again and purchase it for gifts for people, as I think it's really cool and it makes a really nice display piece. Final rating for this set here for me personally sits at a 7, even a 6.5 out of 10. I didn't love it. I can see the appeal for younger people. However, for me personally, it's just not a set for me. Thank you to LEGO Group for sending me these sets to review. It was my first time building the mini dolls and I had a lot of fun experiencing that, so thank you. And I absolutely love this set. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. they've definitely made sure there's something for everyone within this theme, which is really exciting because there is no age limit to being an Addams Family fan. So yes, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.